Alright, I kind of figured that to progress along with the theme of woodworking with ADD, I would show one of the many unfinished projects around here. So, as you can see, there's a wonderful mess in what I call a pantry. Here, we'll kick the light on, see, hopefully this doesn't change things too much. Sorry about the flash there. Anyway, we've got this nice little cubby here in the pantry that houses everything from our Coke to our Tupperware and everything in between. And in here, I need to put some shelves, as I have been telling my wife I would be doing for, we'll just say a while now. But this is what I think I'm going to get started on next, because it's, well, should be kind of easy, right? And we'll go from there. And of course, right here you can see another project that needs to be gotten to, a pocket door. But of course, it's a custom sized pocket door. It has to be a short one. So I think that will be a project for another day. We'll see if we can build a door, right? Sure, that could be done. So yeah, this is what we're going to get started on next, is our shelves. Might take a while, but it's a project, so they're supposed to take a while. I didn't think I was going to get quite this far today, but I did. And as you can see, it definitely snowed here in the shop over the last couple of days. Yes, inside the shop. For those of you who have not seen my shop tour video, I suggest you check it out. You'll see exactly what it is that is my shop. So, anyway, what we've got here, we've got our shelves actually already cut. And I've got a piece of leftover maple there that I'm going to use as an end cap. I was considering getting a piece of poplar, but hey, work with what you got. And we're going to throw some biscuits in there and glue it all up and put it together. So, sorry, I don't have the ability to film while I do it, so I'll come back to it in a few minutes here. Okay, well, one of the shelves is pretty much done. As you can see, I did wind up using poplar. You know the old theory, measure twice, cut once? Well, yeah, that's great, as long as you don't forget that you want 31 and 9/16, not 30 and 9/16. So anyway, here's what I got going on. I've got, 5 biscuits cut into the shelf, and then of course cut into that front plate. And we're just going to glue them up and clamp them, and then throw some nails into them. What I'm actually using on the first shelf is I had a bottle of glue that, well, I found out in the garage that had been frozen at some point in its life, but had back in the house, and she never quite freed up again, but I scooped it out with a screwdriver, and that didn't work out so well. So now I've got some tight bond here. It's actually animal glue, actually real animal glue, I guess. So this here is what we're going to use, because it's what we have to do the last shelf. So sorry again that at this point in time I can't show you how I'm actually doing it, but you know, basically we're going to put the glue in the slots, both sides, slide the biscuits in, use the clamp to clamp it together, shoot a couple nails in it, and call it a day. Well, would you look at that? I actually got something accomplished today. I built 2 shelves, installed them, and just getting ready now. I've got to put everything back in place. Yeah, Tupperware will go here in the middle, along with maybe some baked beans. All of my wife's Coca-Cola down at the bottom. And yes, as soon as I can get a nice clean piece of wood down there, I will. That's a kind of a funny story. When you load 20 sheets of 3/4 inch particle board in the back of your truck, along with some MDF and some sheets of fresh Luan, make sure you put the light stuff on top and not quite in the middle. Even though it's coming off the other truck that way, doesn't mean you can't put it off to the side. Whoops. The shelf side brackets that I used here, Yeah, they're not the strongest, I know. I'll be the first to admit that, but they are screwed into studs. They should hold just fine for what we're putting on the shelves. Now, if somebody down the road decides that they're going to go ahead and throw 1,000 pounds on one of these middle shelves, well, hey, then they can fix that. I'm not too terribly worried about it because the boxes of cereal are not going to weigh all that much, and nor is all the Tupperware that's going to go in here. The heavy stuff, of course, will be at the bottom, where that is a definite 2x4 and 2x6 support system underneath there, so I don't think it's going anywhere. It actually held my son and I while we were installing the sides for the shelves, so nah, it's going to hold it just fine. I did go ahead, and if you look down in here, you'll see where I routed out that to go around our brace, so that worked out pretty well. First time really trying to freehand with a router. It worked out pretty well. Yes, they do need to be painted. Yes, the nail holes need to be filled in. That, however, will come on a much warmer day. I believe the temperature outside right now is around 10 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you up in Canada. We run Fahrenheit. So that's definitely not going to allow any kind of good painting here going on. So that will that'll have to happen in the springtime here. So that's all for now. I guess I've got to go ahead and put everything back on the shelves now, and put all the wife's Coke back down at the bottom, and we'll call this one a day. Thanks, guys.